Bleep. For all the people that suffered through our CNC mill video, there's not a lot. We're learning. And I figured out a bunch of the problems that we had with it, but now we got another tool that we're going to probably suffer with, but Clayton's gonna mostly suffer with it, and I'm probably gonna film him suffering. But we've linked up with Revopoint, and they've sent us a MetroX 3D scanner. So for us, for example, for the drag car, where Clayton had designed that catch cam piece, which is a very, very cool setup, it took probably 10 prints and remodeling, fix it, print it, do it again, measure, multiple times. Clayton's behind the camera. He can attest to how much effort it took to get that to fit in the car without anything other than really pictures. A 3D scanner hopefully will fix those problems. I just spit, hopefully you caught that on camera. Zoom in on it, Clayton.
Yeah, I will.
The 3D scanner hopefully will fix a lot of those problems. It's going to, obviously cause us some other grief. There's going to be a learning curve with using this. For those that don't know, for the little bit I've dabbled into 3D scanning and stuff,
and that's like phone scanning, right? Same thing with me, like phone app.
Yeah.
Very basic.
Like, it's not designed, I mean, I'm sure it's going to get there. If you wanted to scan that and print and just literally try to use the model and then maybe 3D print that, yeah, you might be able to get away with something like this. But something with more resolution, more details, stuff like that, it gets to a point where you're not just scanning this and then printing it. That, people think that's what you're getting when you get into 3D scanning. It doesn't work that way. You're not just taking a photocopy and then sending it to print. It doesn't, you're just using the model to build stuff off of, and that's what we wanted this for, is that we could scan the side of an engine, build parts. That's the goal for the mill and the 3D printer and stuff. So before I babble too much more about this is completely new to Clayton and I. We've obviously spent some time researching and all this stuff, but Revopoint basically hooked us up with the MetroX 3D scanner. We're going to show you a little bit that comes in the box. This isn't really going to be an unboxing. There's a billion of those out there on YouTube, but we're going to get it apart, show you guys a little bit of the ins and outs of it, and probably do our first scan in this video to show you guys kind of what we're working with and maybe what we'll build with it.
Exactly. We want to get it going and then put it to work, right?
Exactly. We've got definitely lots of things we can do with it, so we need to figure out how to use it first. So we have gone through the calibration process, which I did film a little bit of that. Basically, the kit comes with a board, calibration board. You would have seen video of that. We're not going to drag you through all that stuff, but calibration process is complete. And of course, we're just going to jump right into, they give you, actually before I show that, they give you this little guy to scan as your first kind of, I don't know if that's in focus or not. I don't know how to work Clayton's camera, so that was useless. They give you a little model to scan first, but of course we're just jumping right into scanning a 16 valve cylinder head because, as we talked about, we're going to try to
Put it to work right away.
Put it to work and make a valve cover eventually. So one easy way to make sure the valve cover fits that I've modeled up is to mock it on top of a 3D scanned model of the cylinder head. So Clayton is already at it.
So we're going to try this. First thing we started with, you need to be on feature scan, not marker scan. If you're on marker scan, it's looking for markers. So we figured that out pretty quickly. So feature scan, obviously we have some stuff showing up here now, and then this is when it's in the green. You're at a good distance, and then you can adjust on here the brightness as well. I don't know what is ideal. I did have it on auto. I'll put it about halfway, and we'll see how we make it.
Just start scanning, would you, Clayton? Come on, get her scanned. The internet makes this look easy. We're back at it.
Yeah,
well, Clayton's back at it.
And now that we actually did, the littlest bit of research, kind of shot ourselves in the foot with this because, like anything, we get excited. We want to start using it right away. And then you get using it and you're like, I don't know about these results. They were good, but we were kind of lacking on a couple things, and then come to find out, you know, doing some research on this, it really makes a difference.
One thing that we did from the beginning of the video comparatively to now is we sprayed this thing, which is a very common thing. We sprayed it with this foot odor stuff that Clayton uses because he wears no socks with his sneakers like a psychopath. And as soon as we sprayed it with this scan is coming out extremely good. And this, Clayton's probably been on this for maybe 5 minutes now.
And see, you just saw it like lost spot there for a second. And as we use this, we're getting more and more used to, you know, what it needs to see to be able to complete the scan and everything else. It is incredible. The tolerances of everything is bang on. We showed examples earlier of like the side marker light that I made at home, which one print, it was good to fit. Same thing with Dave's catch can as well. Same thing. So the more we get using this, I mean, we've only got probably 5 or 6 scans with this thing. In the first couple, we jumped to conclusions way too quickly and be like, oh, we can just scan this and it'll be fine right away. And it's...
Let's make a correction here. I have 0 scans with this thing. Clayton has all the scans.
My fault.
No, I haven't had any time to even deal with it.
But yeah, this was second, and this isn't even processed at all. This is raw right off the thing. And as you go through the different things here when we're done. But what we're going to do is we're going to scan. We already scanned the front side. We're scanning the back side. I'm scanning the top each time, just so it has a reference of where to pick up when we do the merge. So yeah, we're just going to keep hammering through this. This is turning out incredible, like really good.
Okay, back to it. Your screen's really clean for filming.
I know. Are you not going to flip it right over?
Well, tell me what you want. I said that.
Flip it right over.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Copyright. Demonetized.
Demonetized because you're...
Okay, I'm going to spray it.
Singing. I got the spray right here. Can't wait for you all day.
All right, do it up.
Oh, we didn't even get the spray, like showing how the spray works.
No, well, it sprays like a regular aerosol can.
Yeah, you just spray it.
Make sure you spray your laptop and the scanner really good, and your feet.
I'll spray my feet later. Dr. Scholl's got to fix their sprayer though. The sprayer's not very good.
Well, anybody spraying this much, well, I guess Clayton would probably have to spray this much on his feet, so really, yeah, make it so that it applies easier. And all right here. We decided to spray the entire, scan the entire cylinder head. We don't need the bottom for anything, but once it all gets merged together, it'll just be one complete 16 valve cylinder head. So if somebody wants to design a 3X or a CNC port for it, I have a scanned 16 valve cylinder head now, because I ain't doing it.
You're not gonna do that in the mill?
Definitely not.
I like your attitude. Alright, so hopefully we'll be able to match all the stuff up and merge it.
It smells fresher in here.
It does. It smells good. It smells like my feet. You know what, too? It barely, I'm going to say this now, it's going to lose tracking, but it's barely losing tracking. But I think that's probably me having a better understanding on what the scanner has to see, and it gets like mixed up with patterns sometimes. And that's any scanner, not just this one. So yeah, practice helps, but the spray is...
Made a huge difference.
Man, the spray. That would have caused or helped a lot of headaches earlier.
And now that I see that it's sprayed, I can see a crack in the cylinder head.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'm going to stick my finger in
That's
there.
good, 2 things. We don't get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there.
A little bit of spray. So it would be picking up on the back side of this very easily because it has so much more to reference on the sides also.
Oh God. It lost tracking.
Said I'm done.
Well, the fingers and the camera in there didn't
Oh,
help.
stop blaming it on me.
Does it feel good?
Yeah, I like it actually.
Blamed on? Okay, I'm gonna complete this and scan. New scan again. My computer is gonna hate this. So that being said, they have two different scanners that are kind of like this one, right, Dave? Oh yeah. Yeah, they got two different scanners that are kind of like this. One of which is like a self-contained unit that scans similar to this, but it has like a computer basically attached to it, right? Like a screen and stuff.
Yep.
It's like a handheld.
Self-contained. You don't need a computer.
Yeah, you don't need a computer. And then there's this one. I mean, this is working out great for us. It's a little bit finicky sometimes because you have to have the cord with the computer and stuff, but it's a nice big screen, so
yeah,
there's probably benefits to both, right? So
yeah, we're lucky here in this environment that the shop is relatively clean. You can have a laptop and some cords. It's not a huge hazard, but that's something that you do have to consider, is that you got a bunch of cables and stuff, where the next, I don't know if it's so much a model up, but the other version that has its own self-contained unit, you could basically jam it in an engine bay and do what you want with it and not have to worry about
you don't even
tripping over anything.
You don't even need your computer.
Right.
And, well, you need a computer eventually, but you don't need it to scan and stuff. And it has a screen right in front of you instead of this. But
show it on the screen, please.
I'll show it on the screen. Good idea. They have a new one out too. That's like crazy. Maybe they'll be generous enough to let us try that one at some point.
Looking pro, Clayton. Looking pro. I'm doing nothing but stand here, so.
Yeah, it's normal.
Mm-hmm. Clayton said he had something to talk about.
Yeah, so we're still going pretty basic with just the spray. I'm not scanning right now, but I can kind of show what's going on. So the spray definitely helps with the shine and the black and everything else being more uniform and more uniform, I guess is what I'm looking for. But it was losing tracking on areas like this because it gets confused. All these cylinder or valve spots, I guess, are all very similar for a scanner to see, and this is very flat. So we haven't even used them yet, but there's little markers that you can stick. Okay.
They basically look kind of like these.
Yeah.
Well, that's them. This is just pre on this plate that they give us, turntable, but we got a whole slew of markers that are like that you stick on the piece.
So ideally, maybe we should have put a bunch of those on too. That helps tracking and losing tracking. We've been fairly good so far. It's having a little bit of difficulty with this, but the good thing with this program is that once you scan, maybe I'll try to show it. So give me 1 second here. So you can scan. Probably not gonna mess up, but I'm just gonna scan this for a quick second. Okay, so nothing messed up there, but sometimes what will happen is it'll pick this up a couple times, but there's a back button here.
And then duplicate it.
And duplicate it, exactly, and put it'll have this hole, but have it over here too, because it's the flat that it's seeing, it doesn't know what to do. But you can actually go back in the scan and redo it, right? And also you can actually, so if you go back, you can leave off where you were scanning and it tracks it back, and that's actually a really good example. So it found what I was already scanning.
And picked it up.
And picked it up again, so. Neat.
A whole cylinder head scanned in, I don't know, 15 minutes. Technology.
Neat.
Oh, what is that Instagram thing? Technology or whatever.
I don't know what you're talking
about. Yeah, you
do. I don't.
تكنولوجيا تكنولوجيا.
So now once you bring it into this is all of our scans that we've done. I guess I can click through and kind of show them. So just multiple different areas of the scan, and we're gonna merge these. So I just want to show you guys this. Look at the detail that it's picked up on this scan. Everything, the part number, Germany tags, even the blemishes in the paint, because Dave had this painted at one point, or the gasket material. It's insane. It's cool. It's really cool. And now it is time to merge. So I'm gonna try doing all of the files at once. So on the side here, you just select through, and right now it just lays them into any basically orientation. So I'm gonna go through and do that, and then you do the preview alignment, and you just do a auto merge, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully there's enough data that it can pick up off each one to merge it correctly. And this is not the final yet, but I'll show you that in a second. But this is with all the base essentially removed, or all the cardboard and stuff. Did a really good job. So I'm going to continue on this and I'll show you the final product here in a second. And here it is. I ran everything through the mesh and does its magic, and everything else makes it a very usable model. And yeah, it turned out great. I'll overlay a screen recording of this because it's kind of dirty and stuff. But as you can see, there's going to be some holes in certain areas that we didn't spend a whole lot of time going over. But again, this was just, I mean, this is completely usable. This is more so for the video. We wanted to scan something that was pretty challenging. We've already scanned multiple things, just very basic to try to get us through for the things that we needed. But this was kind of a challenge for us to do the whole head, and it turned out really, really good. So everything we've been learning and as we go definitely has been helping, and really looking forward to see what else we can scan and make use of this, because I think it's a really good tool for the shop and for our process.
You playing b-ball? Yeah. Okay, so this video, Clayton has filmed a bunch of this, so I don't even know what he's gotten to this. This could be a 6-hour-long video. Clayton was the master behind this one. I'm going to say a few things about the scanner, the process, and where we were compared to where we are. Obviously, you've seen in the video that how long have we owned this now?
We've had it for just over a month, like barely over a month.
We have already taken, with barely any knowledge, like today was probably one of the best scans we did, with barely any knowledge, taken scans of engine bays and body panels. You scanned the Porsche, right?
Scanned the Porsche, and I scanned
some of that's in the video. Yeah. We've already scanned things that we wanted and developed parts based on those scans with very little knowledge. So with a little bit of effort and a little bit of practice, we've been able to come up with really good scans for this. And just to note, Clayton and I have tried to use some scanning tools just from our cell phones in the past, which when you first use them, maybe Clayton will overlay some of that on here, they look amazing because they scan it all in color, and they're basically like, they're like taking pictures.
Yeah, and which this can do as well, but it's just very deceiving once you get in there and working with it. You're like, nothing's even
useless.
Yeah, it's like the flat areas aren't even flat. It's just it looks cool, but it's not useful.
It looks really good, and that's what kind of got the ball rolling with us. We scanned a few things, thought it was awesome. We were able to use some of those files, at least play around with them, realize that they were junk, but that got us down the path of like, you know what, a 3D scanner would be a really good tool to have here. So now that we have developed a few products, developed a few parts, not really products for sale or anything. Maybe the 2.5, when I finally finish that catch cam, maybe that becomes available. I don't know. I did it for my own car, that's it. But there's still work involved with making that fit everything 100%. I want it to be taller. Anyways, the point of the cylinder head though, now you guys seen previously that I spent a bunch of time developing a valve cover for this engine. And once we did the first print of it all, it was too small. It didn't fit the cylinder head. Now we have a full scan of it, and I can basically take that model and manipulate it to fit this scan specifically.
And correctly. So that when we print it the next time, it should be 100%. We'll be able to look inside, see where all the clearances is, everything, make it fit, then get to the point where we put it on the mill and try to actually make an actual valve cover for this engine. So, I don't know what else to say other than we have a lot of stuff still to learn with it, but the capabilities we have now to make stuff is, especially with the mill now and the 3D printers, we can basically make anything we want. Anything. And to be completely transparent, I think you mentioned this at the very beginning, they did supply the scanner to us. We reached out to them, doing a little bit of collaboration with them. However, this is our honest review on it. We're not going to hide anything.
Yeah, we're not tied to saying all good things about it, whatever. Initially, when we first started scanning it, we struggled a little bit.
Yeah, there's definitely a learning curve. You're not going to get into this and it's,
the cell phone makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
Because you can just walk around a thing really easily, and then the image that shows up on your phone is like, oh my God, I just scanned this so perfectly. But it's just all smoke and mirrors because it's just a bunch of pictures, essentially.
You put it into an editing program, you're like, oh, this is junk.
Useless. So yeah, so we have still some things to learn, but the capabilities we have, it's amazing. I can't wait to spend some more time using it, scan more stuff, build more parts. So with that said, we appreciate Revopoint for the scanner. We appreciate all you guys for following along. Clayton, thanks for putting together most of this video, because it's all on you. If you find it boring, just blame Clayton.
My God.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Right?
Right.
Bye.